Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am S. Sanchez, and welcome back to some more Need for Speed Most Wanted. Now here you get to see the DB9. We won this from Ryan last time. I think I really did a good job of incorporating that flag detailing in there with the carbon hood. I just really like this car actually, and I thought I was gonna actually use this for all the Junkman parts, but I ended up having another pick instead. Anyhow, I just want to show you a little bit of what this car can actually do. Now, in this, I did something a little bit different. I ended up doing a cop chase montage, which I thought I did it in a pretty entertaining way. But, you know, everyone has their opinions. Now, I'll tell you right before that's coming up, because I definitely want you to experience that. Now, in this episode, I ended up... This is like the third take I've done of this, because the recording all went well, but... not so much the editing. I ended up making like two separate files and recording over the wrong file, and then I tried to like mix them together and it didn't work out so well, so let's hope the third one is a good one. I've actually been delayed about a couple of days because I just don't have the time to actually come back and redo it. I was hoping to just do it and have it done, upload it, and that would be the end of it, but of course that's just too easy, and I actually wanted to put on some quality work instead of just throwing two separate videos. That don't really make sense. Now in this next part up here, I did a really good job. I think this was textbook of what you should do. I probably could have turned a little bit earlier, but here you see I ended up going in there too fast. I let it up, and I ended up doing a 180. I immediately hit on the reverse, do a great reversal 180, and I just hit it. Now up here comes the next part, and I want to be quiet for this just so you can... Now on this one, I want you to check my bounty out, because this one would have got me to Razor, but unfortunately I hit those adjustments. That was really disappointing to me. That was just devastating, actually. Now in this clip, this is what actually happens. This is why you should actually trust and not hit that back button, because there you see, it gave me a free getaway basically, and this chopper just rams into me. I'm not sure if it's supposed to do that, but I mean that's the first time that ever happened. Now to the race. Yeah, we have Bull. Bull was originally, without the updates, he's pretty hard in the original updates. I mean, he's that one person that, I mean, he's a good race. I mean, I like how they did it in the update. I mean, I wish they wouldn't have updated it, because, I mean, I love doing this race in the PS2 version, but, I mean, they made it so he's a challenge, and this is a real good race, because, I mean, he's right on your tail the entire time, but the way he's coded, he's not meant to just straight up wreck you unless you're really bad. If you take a giant crash and you can't get your feet underneath you, he'll take advantage of it. That's the only thing. But I mean, any other time, like if you're going like 160 around straightaways, he'll only go about 180. If you're going that 210, 220, he'll end up going about, you know, 230, 240. But I mean, it's how they did this was he originally just kept on going, like that base speed of around 200, 210 around straightaways, and he would just like completely wreck in like parts like this. He would be way ahead of me by now, and they thought that was a little bit unfair for the 360 version, so they ended up going back and nerfing him a lot. Now that McLaren, we ended up winning it, spoilers, and it's a pretty fast car. I don't expect to use it for a lot, because I have plans for another car to use all the Junkman parts on. Like I said, I was thinking about this DB9, but the other car, I mean, you can probably guess what it is if you played the game. I'm gonna keep it a secret for the next episode for those of you that don't know, but I mean, it's pretty much everyone's go-to car. It's pretty self-explanatory that you want this car, and that everyone pretty much has it if they've beaten the game. or if he's at least gotten far enough to unlock it. I feel that it's one of the more overrated cars, but it's pretty much a really good car. So I might have to use that for the Razor race, but I mean, I might use that for a little bit. I might show off this new Mercedes that I got. Now that should have been a real good drift. I ended up hitting that invisible wall. And of course I have to do a 0 to... I would count that as 0 to... Let's go, I would mark that 0 to 180, or 0 to 80, not a 0 to 120, because, I mean, I hit 0 to 60 pretty fast, but 0 to, I mean, anyhow, off topic. Let me just... back to what I was saying about him. Bull, he's just a really good race. I mean, he makes you feel like you're winning, and then he'll try to take that away from you. But usually, if you're good enough, you can just literally just keep your place. You can cut him off, make him crash, and it just makes you feel so good about yourself. This is literally a prep race. This is more or less kind of a test / prep race. It's kind of like saying, yeah, if you can't beat him, you're not gonna beat Razor. But if you can beat him, you know, you're pretty much set. This is a good car, and you have the driving skills. You've adapted enough to the driving that you can actually, you know, you can do it. I think Ronnie was a little bit more of a challenge than Bull is, but I mean, Ronnie, you can beat him at a lot of his own like track. But I mean, Bull, I mean, he's just real solid. That Benz he drives actually has a really high acceleration and just a lower top speed. And I'm surprised how much of a top speed loss it actually has compared to other cars, especially since it's like the second to last car. Like I said, I might not use it a lot. I might show it off a little bit. I'm not quite sure yet. Because this is the last race, and it's not like I can do another one. I might do just another episode. This is episode 13. Yeah, this is episode 13. It should be, anyhow. And I might do a bonus episode where I show you guys a couple more glitches that I know. I might show you guys, the BMW, not WRX, but it's the M3. I might show you guys the M3. I'm pretty sure you automatically win it, but if not, I'll replay the race if I have to just to get that M3. And I'd like to show you guys that a while. Now the thing is, I kind of wanted to put the Jumpman parts on the M3 because that's more or less the 100% completion plan. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to use the Jumpman parts for beating Razor in this race. Now there I hit an invisible wall. That was pretty bad. Now the one thing I do like about my cars is usually they have that higher acceleration. So whenever I do crash, or whenever I do bump into a wall and slow down 30 miles an hour, I can make that up. Probably 15 miles an hour with every second. That's what I really like about a lot of my cars. That to make them look good. So, next on the agenda, I would probably say I'm not quite sure what to do about my next series. You know, I really want to do Deadpool. I kind of want to speed run it. Just use my old profile, just run through it really quick, just show you a whole bunch of stuff. But I mean, I played through Deadpool so many times, I'm not even sure if I would enjoy it. I still enjoy playing some of the parts, but there's those couple parts that, they just kind of stick to you, and you're like, oh yeah, it's not that funny. Like I said, that I could probably do sort of a podcast thing along with the gameplay. I could probably even do dual commentary. Live commentary. I'm trying to get into live commentary. Now here I do a real nice drift around the corner, and I end up crashing to 2 cars before the end of this race, and yeah, there I crash into him, crash into him again, and I'm like, I swear I can't lose this race, and I end up winning it. Because of that, just the Mercedes being Mercedes. So yeah, like I was saying. For next series, I've been holding off on playing Wolfenstein New Order for probably about a month or 2 now, and I really want to play it, but like I said, I've been trying to figure out what I really want to do, if I want to do a podcast sort of thing, commentary, and because I mean, I don't want to do a podcast over Wolfenstein because I think that's gonna be a real good game that not a lot of people have experienced, and you know, you kind of want to get some like some reaction to it. I mean, I kind of don't like doing these post commentaries, but I mean, it's more or less more comfortable, I guess, for me, because whenever I do live commentary, I end up like going in try hard zone. I can't really. I go quiet a lot. I focus on the story more or less, and I mean that's enjoyable gameplay for me. I like just being quiet for an hour or two and just playing the game, making little comments to myself. But I mean, like with Deadpool, I played it so many times it doesn't really matter to me anymore. But I mean, that's the point. It doesn't really matter to me anymore. So I mean, if I could probably get like a podcast over that, I mean, a lot of people have heard of Deadpool. They played the game. They've seen other people play the game. So I mean, I might do a podcast over that, but I mean, I doubt it. I'd like to try to do this idea of the dual commentary. I think that would be a good way to keep me interested. Maybe we could do something where it's like me and somebody take turns, anything. I mean, but for my main next series, like Wolfenstein would be a longer series. Deadpool would be a more short series. It'd be like if I would upload it in half-hour episodes. Probably, 4, 5, 6 episodes. It wouldn't be that long. Now I have been playing Borderlands, the pre-sequel, amazing game. A lot of drier humor, I would say. I mean, it's not as good as the other Borderlands, but it's definitely a Borderlands game. You can tell that. We're not even nearly finished. We're about 25% through. Like I said, on my busy schedule, I don't really get to play a lot, so whenever I do play, we play in like hour, 2-hour periods, and we go so hard. And we actually have a gambling problem with the slot machines and grinders. But anyhow, no, if you guys want me to record some of that, show you guys some of that footage, that would be great. I could do sort of a funny montage clip in there. I mean, another thing is I did go MLG, like I'm something big, for Titanfall. I was in a professional gaming clan for Titanfall, and I did play in a couple tournaments for them, and I feel I'm pretty good at Titanfall. I mean, people are like, oh yeah, I'm a FaZe clan member for Call of Duty, just check the clan tag. But I mean, you can actually look up the tournaments that I've been in. I might put a link in the description if you really want to see them. I went positive against people who play Titanfall for a living. Now this was whenever I was a lot less busy over the summer, and I just, we did a lot of training sessions and a lot of stuff to get me ready. Now if you've seen that, back to the game, and yeah, I'm getting way off topic. That was a real nice recovery drift. I ended up going right into the wall, and I just pulled my front end right out of there before I could crash. I think that actually saved the race for me. Now back to Titanfall, now that I'm jumping around. I mean, maybe I could show you some my Titanfall gameplay. Like I said, I did go positive in the tournament. That's kind of a big achievement for me. We ended up winning 2 out of the 3 rounds, which was a victory for NTM. That's my MLG clan. We're ranked. There's something to be proud of. We're ranked like, we're like, I don't even know. We're like 5th from last in the circuit. I mean, but it's not like I'm that good at all video games. I mean, Call of Duty, I like 1.5 KD, and that was like with like a reset. But yeah, I mean, I'm not that good at games. It's just I get a good flow, a good mesh with Titanfall, and I just think I have good strategies, and I had a lot of good teammates that helped me out throughout that tournament. So enough of Titanfall. Like I said, if you want to see anything, see any footage, send me. Just send me the game. I'll probably get it, but I just don't want to see a lot of it. Play Call of Duty or play Destiny. Well, I mean, just give me some ideas, and I mean, I can either accept it or not. I mean, but like, I'm not gonna be doing a lot of, like, oh, I'll play through the Modern Warfare 2 storyline, Like, no one really wants to see that. I mean, I might do like some veteran playthroughs of like World at War, Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, because they had real good storylines for their time. I mean, I especially like the original aspect of them, because Call of Duty was originally made to honor, you know, like the guy who had it was like, we need to honor the troops and all that. You know, we need to have all this, but I mean, what it ended up becoming was it ended up becoming purely just entertainment for shooting each other. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I love Call of Duty. I mean, it's a great game, but I mean, I think they've taken it way in the wrong direction. Probably Black Ops 2 was the last good Call of Duty, and I mean, like I said, this is my opinion. I don't want to be like have a whole bunch of people putting in the comments like Ghost was the best, you suck. Like, what are you talking about? That like they're like Advanced Warfare doesn't rip off Titanfall with the jet. Like, I mean, I don't want people like saying that. I mean, I will give them that Call of Duty Online. That was the one that they made in China with the techno robots. That was. I did play a torrented. Don't judge. A torrented game of that from on Call of Duty Online on the PC. That was a good game, especially with how I like how they incorporated the techno zombies. I mean, overall, I just like that. That was a fun thing that I did. I played it for a little bit before they had an update to kick all the torrented people off. But you know, that's the kind of stuff that I might want to show you guys. You know, stuff that not everyone has access to, and all that. I might be showing The Walking Dead Season 2, because I ended up playing The Walking Dead, ended up crying. It wasn't like I was bawling my eyes out, but I was, like, you know, I kind of knew what was going to happen, because I played the game a little bit later, and just everyone's reaction, and just I knew what was going to happen at the end. I just knew that was going to happen, no spoilers. But, I mean, and I just kind of sat there, and I was like, no, it can't happen, it can't happen. And I was like, we're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to do. And then I just pretty much predicted the second season, and then I was just so upset, and I kind of sat there for about, I would say, a good 30 seconds, puzzled, you know, just blank face expression, and probably about like 3 minutes of like grief. And then probably a half hour of regretting every decision I ever made. So I mean, I heard number 2 wasn't even close to as good as number 1, but it was still a good game. I mean, I might play that for you. I mean, like I said, just you need to give me ideas here. I mean, like I said, I'm probably gonna be playing Wolfenstein. I just mainly need to know how I'm gonna, you know, make it interesting for you guys. I might do a dual commentary. I might do a podcast commentary. I might even do like a post podcast. But I mean, for Wolfenstein, I really want to share that with you and have actual reactions to it. Now, we just beat Bull. Now that I've gotten way off topic, we just beat Bull. Here we get the tokens. Like I said, if you go back through my videos, you can end up seeing the exact order of the tokens in order to get, you know, all the pink slips. If you follow mine, I mean, I don't get all the pink slips, but I'm pretty sure I activate the pattern around like 5 or 6 is whenever I activate the 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 pattern. Actually, it would be 1 2 3 2 1 3. Yeah, you get the idea. Back and forth. Now next we have Razor. He's the dick that stole our car in the beginning by cheating, and we came back for revenge. Like I said, this is probably not the fastest I've ever beaten the game, but I mean, my playing time in this game is a lot less than it has been in the past. Next we have the BMW. Yeah, that's basically it. So, I am Nasty Sanchez, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.